Hey guys, good morning. We're gonna get started in about a minute. All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Win the Week with Coach Sheréa VéJauan. Our strategic Sundays helping you to master your productivity, achieve your goals, and pursue your passions. My goal is to be here with you every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Cali time. So, are you feeling overwhelmed or unprepared for the week? I am here to help you at least plan, at least, and this is my way. And so, if you don't have a way to plan, here's a way. And then through this process, you'll be able to um, find your own way to organize what makes sense for you. If you're more of a digital planner, then you want to find digital resources for you. I like to physically plan. I like to handwrite. I like to sit. I like to reflect. Um, so you want to find what's right for you. But if currently you're feeling overwhelmed and you need help planning your week, that's what I am here to help you do. And who am I? I am Coach Sherea VéJauan. I help individuals achieve their life goals through the power of goal setting by utilizing my yearly goals journal. And we also have a monthly membership program. And so I will have the links to those programs at the end of our session. Let me turn off my phone. So the goal is to help you get most out of your week by planning in advance and to stay on task with the life goals that you set for yourself, to schedule your priorities rather than prioritizing your schedule, to create a consistent routine that will help get more done throughout the week, to keep you accountable each week. So each week, just schedule a time to be here with me every Sunday at 7:30 and have your worksheets or downloads, and let's get to planning. Um, and then make sure you're planning ahead for special holidays, birthdays, and special occasions. The ultimate goal, however, the ultimate goal is to plan so you have time to show up for yourself and so you can focus on what really matters, which is your purpose, your life, your goals that you set for yourself. So once you finish planning out what you need to do for your kids and what you need to do for your family and what you need to do for your job, we want to create some time to see what you can automate, delegate, eliminate, so you have time to set and achieve your personal life goals so you can pursue your purpose and live out your dreams. That is the ultimate goal as to why I'm here to help you plan your week. It's not to get more stuff on the calendar and get more stuff done. It's to get those things done that's important so you can live your best life, your purpose. So you want to make sure you have your downloads. If you are watching the replay, then go ahead and pause and then get your downloads, and you can go along with me during this session and or after this session, if you're watching live, you still have to do some more deeper planning, like your menu planning and things like that. So go ahead and block out this time. Hopefully, you've already blocked out this time. Go ahead and get your coffee, get your water. I got my coffee. And I got my water. This is actually my last, well, I don't know if this is my last cup of coffee, but this is one of my last cup of coffees for 84 days. So starting tomorrow will be day one with no coffee. Yeah, pray for a sister. So let's get ready. So repetition is the key to forming new habits. Repetition is the key to forming new habits. So each week, if you're here with me, you'll notice that we repeat the same core information every week. I add a few updates, I add a few specific things, but essentially we follow the same formula. We're planning out our week with menu planning, planning out our bills, getting our birthdays in. So you just want to be consistent with planning. So your calendar doesn't run you, you run your calendar. So the goal is to establish a regular time and space to plan your upcoming week. Okay, so we are using my daily planner, my 2024 daily planner. If you don't have a copy, go ahead and scan the QR code. You will get a digital download of both the 2024 planner as well as my 2024 goals journal, which we will also be covering a little bit in this session. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. So this is what the worksheet looks like. Inside of your planner, the different sessions, we go through our reflection worksheet first. We go through, there's extra space for you to write whatever notes you have for the week as you reflect. Um, there's a place for you to put your week's goals, your priorities, and your personal to-do list, your habit tracker. And then there's a place to put your notes. And then there's a place for your weekly bills. There's a place for your weekly meal plan, and then your weekly accountability tracker. So I plan my bills for the month, but this is for the week because we're doing weekly planning. So you still want to, like at the end of the month, you have your monthly plan, but then throughout the week, you want to see what bills are due that week, your automatics and things like that. All right. So continuing on here. So you can print that out. What I normally do is you can print out the planner. You can also download it and upload it into your Good Notes, which is what I normally do. Let me go ahead and fix this. You can upload it into your Good Notes if you like. So yeah, again, we start with our week, putting in your time, your daily schedule. Start putting in like what you know is happening, like your work schedule, the kids schedule, taking kids to school if that's what you're still doing. Your habit tracker, your weekly goals, your notes. So you want to start with your main things, and then you'll start adding in, your other tasks that come up, the ones that may not be yours. Maybe your friend's birthday party coming up, or the office is having something, or you're going out of town with your spouse. So that now you're adding in those other things. So we start with reflection. Follow effective action with quiet reflection. And so we want to reflect so we can expect. You want to reflect what happened last week. What did I say no to last week that I should have said yes to? What did I say yes to that I'm absolutely not saying yes to the upcoming week? We should reflect because reflection transforms experiences into insights. It allows us to refocus on the big picture. Sometimes we get caught up in our day to day, the flow, and then we don't sit back and reflect and go, why am I still doing this? Why did I say yes to that? Why am I still washing my clothes if that takes me 5 to 6 hours when I need to hire somebody to do that? So you're kind of reflecting and seeing how you can get to your goals. So here's an example of mine. So my personal reflections for the week. I worked on an audition for my praise team at church, and it was a very intense experience. And I'm pretty intense. Like, I got the calendar, I got the to-do list, I got the, but they had like a 8-page application. We had the application process. There was two application processes and uploading this, and it was an experience. It was good because I learned about myself. I learned about my church. I received a lot of support from friends who, I posted up. I was like, "Hey, I'm doing an audition for my church," and I got all these little messages throughout. "Hey, how's the audition going? You know, I'm praying for you. Good job. Here's some tips." And so I learned a lot. I was happy to get the support that I needed. I also did a body scan. Lord Jesus. I did a body scan. I've done the body scans before. I have copies of all my body scans, and I kind of knew. I already know how much weight I need to lose, and I know some of the things in my head that I need to adjust. But I was really shocked by the results. And then my daughter's like, "Well, shoot, I want to take one." And then when I got home, my husband was like, "I need to do that." So we all did our body scans yesterday, and so it was good because what I learned is I'm starting a challenge, personal health challenge with myself tomorrow, and based on that those results, I need to do it. I also dedicated some time to my branding. I threw out a lot of clothes and shoes that didn't fit the brand. So that way, when I exit the house, I'm exiting always in brand clothes instead of like, "Oh, let me just throw this on." So if you see me out in the streets, I'm still working on it, but the plan is to eventually have all my clothes, have all my outfits just fit the brand that I'm always wearing that. I managed to complete several cleaning projects. I still got a lot more cleaning projects, and I was able to spend some quality time with my daughter working on her projects. And then expectations for next week. So tomorrow, I'm starting a 30-day challenge with my business, and then I'm starting a 12-week challenge with my accountability group. And then I'm doing a no coffee, no carbs, and no cookie challenge starting tomorrow. And so, what I'm expecting is that I need to give myself grace in advance and a moment to adjust my attitude because it might be a little attitude adjustment without coffee. Anybody who drinks coffee, um, but I'm expecting growth in my business and changes. And so when you're adding things to your calendar and when you're taking things away from your calendar, sometimes you don't know what to expect, but you have to put something in there. Like I know next weekend's going to be challenging, and I can motivate myself all day long and have some scriptures and have motivational quotes and affirmations. But if your girl is used to having 5 cups of coffee and now I'm going no coffee for 84 days, there's going to be an adjustment that I don't even know what that looks like until tomorrow. So sometimes you have to experience it so you can know how to adjust. And that's this reflection process. You reflect and you expect. I'm also starting a new 9 to 5 along with my additional responsibilities at home, my business, my coaching. My schedule is going to be packed. And so I expect brief moments of overwhelm. I can't say, "Oh, I'm not going to be overwhelmed." Because some of these activities I have never done before. So it's going to be a stretch. I'm going to be learning new things. I'm going to be dealing with new people that I've never dealt with before. I'm using new technology. And so there's going to be moments of overwhelm, but I have to intentionally set boundaries and then moments of pause. And so I know it's going to be challenging. Sherea, make sure you set time to pause. Make sure you set boundaries. Hey, I'm only going to be on calls at this time. I'm only going to be doing this at this time. Maybe schedule a little more extra time in the prayer closet. And then last, cutting out coffee and carbs and cookies for 84 days. Lord, that's going to be a significant challenge. I don't know what to expect from that, but I am expecting the next couple of weeks to feel more energetic. So that's mine. So you can get an understanding of how the reflection works. You're reflecting on what was good last week and then what's good this week. Let me see if I have any comments in the chat. No comments. All right, so I'm going to keep going. So we start with reflection and expectation, sorry. All right, and then what's coming up? So now you want to see what holidays are coming up, what special days. It's Earth Day tomorrow, if that means anything to you. May 1st is like around the corner. It's going to be a new month. If you're a part of our Goal Setters Mastermind, we have a new goal, which is self care. So for the whole month, like for this whole month of April, we're focusing on our home goals, and the month of May, we're focusing on self care for the whole month. Self care. Um, we have a new budget for May. It's going to be Mother's Day coming up, Memorial Day. For those of you who participate in National Day of Prayer, it's going to be National Day of Prayer. So you just want to, in our city, we have like a city prayer breakfast. And so if that's something you attend, you want to make space for that. Make space for Mother's Day. Make space for Memorial Day in advance. And then if you have, there's a lot of fun things that happen. I mentioned to you before, it is National Pickleball Month. So if you ever want to play pickleball, here's the time to play pickleball. Pickleball stuff might be on sale since, because of that. It's also National Poetry Month. Those of you who are poets or who love poetry, appreciate poetry. National Bucket List Day is April 24th. I'm planning on putting some together. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that together this week with all the other stuff that's happening. But look out for that. I may put together a little. So I use this calendar, Celebrate Every Day. I love that calendar. Let me make a little note to myself. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and put that in the chat, and then I'll get to it throughout. Next up. So if you have the course or you want to screenshot this really quick, I have a little cheat sheet, just some things to remind you for the week, like your laundry, your cleaning, your self-care, getting your manicure, pedicure, putting that in your schedule, your haircuts, maybe some fun outdoor hobby time that you want to schedule. Your relationships. We do Text 10 Tuesday, texting 10 people, 5 to 10 people, just checking on them on the week. If you struggle with keeping in contact with people until you start a business and trying to sell something, create a routine of connecting with people on a certain day. Maybe every Monday and every Friday, you're texting 5 people just to check on them. Hey, how you doing? Going to the grocery store, adding your grocery runs in, your car maintenance, checking to see if you need your oil changed, or because that's going to take time. Your car break down, guess what? Now you're inside the shop, you called in from work, you're spending 8 hours. And if that does happen to you and you happen to be at the shop waiting 6 hours, make sure you take some books with you, take your work with you. What are you planning to do when you're sitting there? So you still have that idle time, but plan in advance how you're going to spend that idle time. So that worksheet is available inside the portal. Meal planning. So meal planning is big for us in our house because we cook. We cook every night, and so there are occasions when we eat out, but for the most part, we eat at home. The benefits of meal planning, portion control. When you plan your meals, you plan the portions. Sometimes you go out and they give you a big hamburger and you paid $15 for it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna eat the whole thing because I want to get my money's worth. But at home, you say, hey, I just need a portion of this turkey. I need a portion of this rice, and you put together your meals. Allergy management. I'm allergic to tree nuts. And so sometimes, especially now that there's a lot of vegans, a lot of people use almond milk. So I have to be careful when I go out to certain places, and I have to watch, allergy management, eating healthier, reducing food waste, saving time, saving money, eliminating stress, and then financial planning. So when you plan on what you're making or cooking or eating during the week, that will benefit you financially and physically. There are also some meal planning services. I use emails because I cook myself, so they don't they give you they give you meal suggestions. You still buy your own products, and you still cook them yourself, but they just give you more ideas because I usually cook the same things. Um, but there's other services that actually put the recipes together for you and send you the actual items. Those are like monthly things. So you can look into that if you still like to cook, but maybe you struggle with finding recipes. You have other options. Um, you also have Instacart options or just other options where if we're talking about automation and delegation, where if you're cooking, you can have those products delivered to you. And then you can have a routine. So maybe you don't want to meal plan, but you know every Monday is going to be meatless Monday, or you know every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. You know every Thursday you're going to throw in crock pot, and you can align that to your schedule. So if you have your schedule put together, and like we know Sundays coming up, like this Sunday is hard for me because I'm doing this early in the morning. Then we're headed out to church. And then after church, we have a marriage ministry that we're in. And then after that, we're going to be doing a school of ministry. So it's going to be an all day Sunday, starting to be an all day Sunday. Um, I just talked to my husband this morning. We're going to have to maybe eat out on Sundays, maybe like a family dinner. That's going to help me save time, not having to cook and go to the store and clean the kitchen, and just be able to sit down, process, and relax. And so we just talked about that this morning. So you want to adjust your meal planning to your schedule. If you know you're going to have, like, we're going to start our meetups again out here in we're in my city, so we're going to be going through my book together in a group on Tuesdays. So I know on Tuesdays I'm going to be eating out. We're going to, with the restaurant that we're going to host our event at once a month, we'll be eating out that day. So adjust your meal plan according to your schedule. Okay. And then your budget. So you want to create your monthly budget. And then as the week comes up, you want to see what's coming out that week. And so you review your monthly bills, see what's due this week, take a look, make sure, if you have automatic payments, that you're aware these automatic payments are going to come up. Make sure you're planning. Maybe there's a birthday or holiday, or like we talked about Easter or Memorial Day coming up. So Memorial Day, you might need a bigger budget because maybe people are coming over to your house and you're doing the barbecue and you're doing this. So for the month of May, you may need to add a little bit more to your food budget. Or if you have a set amount for your food budget, now you're telling people, hey, this is going to be a potluck situation. I need you to bring this. Or maybe you're going to someone else's house for that day. And so, you know, it seems like a lot, but it's a lot when it happens last minute and it costs you more last minute. And so, again, if you're on top of your schedule, if you're on top of your money, you're able to make quick decisions. So if somebody says, hey, can you host this at your house? You be like, let's see. I got a $300 budget. No. Okay, I got a $600 budget. Cool. Let me check and see if there's any comments real quick. All right. So let me keep going here. All right. And then your goal setting. And so you got your calendar, you got your meal plan, you got your budget together, and now your goals. And so for us, if you're going through the 2024 goals journal, every month we have a specific topic that we work on. Of course, you want to work on your whole goal so you balance out your life. But this month we're working on our home goals. I have tore my house up, working on our closet, working on our drawers, working on junk drawers that shouldn't exist. I did not get to the garage, but we still have a couple more weeks in this month. But this whole month is about the house. I still focus on my health. I still focus on relationships. I'm still focusing on money, those top goals I set for myself. But this month is deep dive into the home goals. And so you want to use some time to review your vision board. Those vision boards you did in December, the ones you did in January when you were excited, you was at your girlfriend's house and you're cutting everything out. Where is your vision board? I keep my vision board in my office. Look at it every week. You want to try to look at it every day if you can, but review your vision board. Kind of remind yourself of the goals you set for yourself in the beginning of the year. Review your routines. Make sure you're adding those routines on. So we have a reading plan for the month of April. So we're on April 21st. You should be creating a visual. So if we're working on our home goals this month, you should be creating a visual of what you want your home to look like, what you want it to feel like, what you want it to smell like, the atmosphere that you want to create when people come to your house. So you want to create that visual. And then on the 23rd, now you're going into creating your weekly, monthly, and yearly routines, meaning, okay, if your number one goal is to keep your house clean and organized, what is your weekly, monthly, yearly routines of doing that? Maybe Monday you're cleaning the living room, Tuesday you're doing the bathrooms, Wednesdays you're doing the kitchen, Thursday you're doing your garage. So you're setting up your weekly, your monthly, your yearly routines. Maybe once a month you have a housekeeper that's coming by. Maybe once a year, you're doing a deep dive cleaning and you're throwing away things. Maybe once a quarter, you're doing spring cleaning. These are your times to sit and put together your routines so it's automatic. Also, when you have your routines together, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily doing it. You want to have your things together. So if you do need to delegate that task, you're like, hey, I need my house cleaned every month. I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to hire somebody to do that. Right. And then April 28th, you're just celebrating. You're celebrating your success. You're giving yourself a pat on the back. Hey, I may not have done everything I needed to do for my home goals for April, but I did get that garage together. I did get my closet together. I did donate those items to, Salvation Army. All right. So that is the reading plan for April. And then your routine list. So this is not a calendar based on the goals that you set for yourself, based on what's happening next week. You want to set up your routines. And so, say Marriage Monday. Maybe you want to work on your marriage. Maybe you want to. So every Monday, what can you do? Can you have coffee together? Can you go take a walk together? Can you watch a movie together? Meatless Monday. So maybe if you're struggling with your health or you're working on your health goals, every Monday is Meatless Monday. And you can tie that into other goals. So if you're a Meatless Monday and you're having a family dinner, have a family Meatless Monday. Now you're working on your relationships and you're working on your health. Take a break Tuesday. Maybe you're setting aside a time every Tuesday at a certain time to take a break, to take care of yourself, to work on your self care routine. And so you have this space to create your routines. So eventually it's like brushing your teeth once you get your routines together. I'm going to check real quick and see if there's comments. Okay. All right. And then one thing I like to do when I start my planning is I look for special days, anniversaries, birthdays, because we forget these and we make these plans. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, wait, it's my husband's birthday. Now you got a whole day planned. And now either you're apologizing to your spouse, which may not be a good idea, or you're going back on your word to all the other people you committed to. So now you got to go back and say, hey, I forgot it's my husband's birthday. I need to cancel. I need to reschedule. But if you get those things in advance, put them on your calendar at the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year, I just make sure my son's birthday, my daughter's birthday, my anniversary, my birthday. I usually try to take a week off. I put that in first. So when someone asks me right now, about August, I can go to August and say, oh, wait, this week is my birthday week. I'm not going to be able to, commit to that instead of committing and then going back and go, oh, wait. So I try to put those special holidays in first, anniversaries or your friends' special anniversaries because they may be having an event that you want to attend. So in the back of your planner, you do have a place to put your friends and family's anniversary dates of their wedding anniversaries in case you want to send a gift, help you with your relationship goals. And there's one for birthdays. So here's some tips. Buy your birthday cards or gift cards in your bags in advance. You save money with that. Just have a little stack. You buy small gifts in advance, like Starbucks gift cards, bath products, bath lotions, places like Ulta, places like Target. They have the little dollar section or $2 section. You could buy small gifts People love sanitizer now that they can take with them on their hands. So maybe you work in an office and one of your coworkers' birthday doesn't cost you that much. Get a card, put some hand sanitizer on there, and you already have things in place. If it's last minute, you can just go to your closet, go to your space, and you have it. Subscription services, they have services like um, send out cards, things like that. Facebook notifications, they notify you when it's your friend's birthday or family birthday. And then creating a budget. If you already have in your budget for the month birthday, for birthday events, now if something comes up, you already have money for that. You don't have to come up with extra money. Like, hey, I have a $200 or $300 budget a month for birthdays only. All right. And then what are you reading? What are you reading? Um, I am a member of 7 book clubs. You're gonna hear me say it each time, unless I need to be on 5. And so these are the current books that we are reading. $100 million leads and $100 million offers. I'm reading that for my business, and we're doing a challenge tomorrow with those books. While the pivot year, reading that with another book club. 10x is easier than 2x. And then because I'm working on my home goals, we're working on the life changing magic of tidying up. And then the Goal Setters Club, we have a book list, a 2024 book list that you can download. And then for me, self love, that's my book for the year. So I'll be just reading that, glancing through that throughout the year. So now we're going to go into your daily plans. Your daily plans, mastering your daily schedule. So, time blocking allows you to intentionally schedule your most important tasks. It prevents you from filling your days reactively. So, time blocking. So, here's my personal time block. I start first with sleep, even though sleep is last. I start first with sleep. And even yesterday, when I did my body scan, he was like, you need to do 8 hours, not 6 hours. But I try to get at least 6 hours of sleep. So 9:30 p.m. is my bedtime, and 3:30 a.m. is when I wake up. And so if I go to bed at 10 p.m., then I wake up at 4 a.m. But I do have a call. I have an accountability call at 4:45, and so I need to be up to get dressed, to be ready. And then I have my morning routine. So I have 70 minutes for my morning routine, for my hygiene, shower, skin routine, prayer, devotion. Um, and then I have accountability call. And I mentioned before, accountability call really shouldn't go here. It should go in my actual time block. But this is vital to me every day, so it's separated. And then I have a new work schedule. I will be starting a new 9 to 5 job tomorrow. And so I have a new time schedule, and then I have a new drive time and a new work time. And so I have to factor that in, and I shifted my whole calendar, and I have to shift my whole daily calendar based on that. And then from there, I have 5 to 9:30. So 5 to 9:30 is my time to put in the task. So that is what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 4.5 hours. So that is when I put in my accountability. I check my emails. I work on church events or my accountability groups. Or when someone says, "Are you available this time, this time, this time?" I can say, "I'm available Monday through Friday from 5 to 9:30," because I already know I have this space. I don't have any other space in the morning. Um, if it's something serious, if it's something not serious, if it's something that I feel is important or vital, then I might have to take a day off work. Right? I take a day off work for the whole day to fit that thing in. Then I said, okay, let me get this day in. Now, if I'm on a 90-day probation, then I know I can't do anything for 90 days as far as taking off or sick time or vacation time. Saturdays, I have free all day Saturday, not necessarily, but I have free all day Saturday. I just have a new coaching call at 6 a.m. And then I may have another coaching call at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. So right back to back. So I have some new things on my Saturday calendar. And then Sundays, besides this call, I try to only spend time on church events, things that's related to church or family. And so if there's a family event or something happening, then I know I can do it on Sunday. And then think about how you consolidate. So say like I'm driving from 5 to 6 and then I'm driving from 4:30 to 5, maybe this is the time I can listen to my audiobooks. If I have a certain book to read for one of my accountability groups, or this is the time I'm making phone calls, I'm returning calls back, right? So that is my time blocking. First things first, I put in my work schedule, I put in my drive time, I put in like if you have your kids schedule, recitals, PTA meetings, all that I would put that first. Work and family schedule first inside of my schedule. Then my personal schedule, friends, birthdays, anniversaries, accountability group calls. And then I build in my routines, going to the gym or am I working out at home? Am I so any of your tasks, your routines, and then any adjustments. What's new? What's changed? What's temporary? We used to have an accountability call on Mondays that now moved to Thursdays. So now I'm taking Mondays off my calendar and adding Thursday. I had a monthly meeting that changed from Mondays to Tuesdays. I had, again, auditioning for my praise team. So say like if I get accepted, which I don't think I will at this moment. I gotta anyway. Say like if I do get accepted, now I have to add in their practice days. When are their practice days? Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday nights? Is it Sunday? Sundays they're having this event. So now I have to say, okay, on Wednesdays and Fridays, that's a time block. It's a place that I have to be. So if someone says, "Hey, can you meet me Wednesday at 7:30?" No, because I have this commitment. So you want to put in your adjustments and your changes. And I use Google Calendar. And so for Google Calendar, all of my calendars are here on the left, all of my calendars that I have to put in. And then each day it tells me, hey, here's your lineup for Monday. Here's your lineup for Thursday. Here's your lineup for Sunday. And if you notice at the top, it lets me know whose birthdays are coming up. So some of these are integrated through Facebook, and then some of them are integrated through my own personal calendar of friends' birthdays and stuff like that. So you can just click on it. And then each one is color coded. So it's color coded, and then you can put in a location and you can share with other people if you're doing that with someone else. Okay. So streamlining and delegation. So now that your calendar is complete, and I would not do this until your calendar is complete. Um, Now, what can you automate? What things can be on an automation? Instead of sitting down paying your bills, maybe everything is on auto pay. Some people don't do auto pay because you got to depend on if they got the bill right. What can be automated? What can be delegated out to somebody else? And it's so much easier to delegate if you already have a good system together. Hey, here's my list for today. Is there any way you can do this? Can you pick this person up? Can you pick my kids up for me? I'm going to go have this appointment. Hey, since we're going to the same game, can you pick my kids up? And then I'll bring your kids home. What can you delegate? What can you consolidate? What can you eliminate altogether? So cooking, you cleaning, um, shopping, ordering out, or using delivery services. So automating your recurring bills, scheduling your social media in advance if you have a business. And so this is the time after everything's in, and especially if you say, hey, this is overwhelming, what can I automate, eliminate, delegate, consolidate? And then here's just a couple of my tips. We kind of talked about some of them throughout the session. Plan for change. New work schedule, new group, new community, new friends, new hobbies, new clients. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give time that you don't have. So be clear about the time that you actually have instead of adding things to your plate. If you add on 4 new things and you haven't gotten rid of 4 old things and you're already overwhelmed, then guess what? Something's not getting done or you're burning out, right? Or you're not getting enough sleep, or you're not getting the self care that you need. We talked about automating tasks. If you're a business owner, maybe you're looking at getting a VA, a virtual assistant, limiting your social media. It's hard for me too, because when I'm doing my social media and I'm on Instagram or I'm trying to post my own stuff, or I'm trying to put up my own videos, then you get into the rabbit hole of looking at other videos. Because once you log on, they're saying, hey, here's what's available. Here's what you should watch. So you want to limit your social media, set up alerts and reminders. So, like for my water drinking, I have an alert. Every hour it pops up on my phone, drink water. And then when it's time for me to go to bed, it pops up 30 minutes before, time to go to bed. And so that way, if I know my bedtime is 9:30, I'm not going to look up at the clock and go, oh crap, it's 11 o'clock. My phone is going to say 30 minutes early, go to bed. So now I'm saying, I need to wrap this up. I need to wrap this up. I'm done because I have to go and get my sleep, right? Limit multitasking. Try to get some no interruption zones. Get into a space, tell your family, hey, I'm gonna go in the garage real quick. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick. I need like at least 30 minutes of not of no interruption. I gotta go deep on this. Preparing your outfits in advance. Do you know what you're wearing next week? Getting your clothes ready, knowing what you're wearing, not spending an additional 40 or 50 minutes deciding and putting several outfits on. That's a waste of your time. Um, Regularly updating your calendar. Just like I said, my calendar is going to change dramatically next week. And then I'm in that repetition of, oh, every Monday I'm on this call at 5. It's like, no, that call has changed to Thursday. And so making sure you're looking at your calendar. Learn to say no. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, my calendar is not allowing me to take on that task at this moment. Learn to say yes. Don't let your calendar also keep you in your comfort zone. That's a whole nother class for another day. I used to be like, oh, it's not on a calendar, I'm not doing it. Oh, it's not on my calendar. No. Reflect and ask yourself, hey, is this something that I need to make an adjustment and include this? I used to be, it's not there. Nope. It's not there. No. Okay, let me process. Let me get back to you. I have something on schedule for that day, but let me take a look. Give me all the details, and I'll get back to you in the next 24 hours, right? Use your checklist and stay flexible. All right, we just got a couple more slides. Your resources. So again, yes, I have a 2024 goals journal. We have the 2024 planner. There is a strategic Sundays playlist on Spotify and a business marketing calendar. So for those of you who are business owners, the business marketing calendar is included with the Win Your Week course. And let's see. I don't know how that got in there. And then the Empower Hour book club. So we are now reading The Life Changing Magic of Tidying Up. So this is our book of the month that we are reading, getting our house together. And then we have a 2024 list of books available for you that we're going to read through the whole year. So if you need to get your 2024 planner, it comes with a goals journal. It is a digital duo. So you can scan that QR code. You get access to it today. You can download it and print it, or you can download it and upload it into your app, your Goodreads app on your iPad. All right. And then if you want to be a part of our 1-year success program, go ahead and scan the QR code as well. All right, you guys, I think that is it. Thank you. Remember, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. He was working and planning, and when the rain came, he was prepared. And that is our goal here, is to make sure that we are prepared. I hope that this has added value to your week and has helped you plan. And I will see you again next Sunday at 7:30. Have an awesome week.